We are very pleased to offer the MBA program here at the University of Pikeville, and our first group started this program a year ago. They have progressed very well through the program, and this coming May they will be graduating. So we will have our first graduating class of the master's degree program in business administration in May of 2013. The program has been well received by our population, by the market that we serve, and by area employers, and that's what we wanted to do, was to meet the needs of the region. We want to provide an adequate, comprehensive business education program here, and creating the MBA program was the next logical move in the academic areas that we offer programs in here, and we're very delighted with the program.
Well, for our local members and the local businesses here, it's very important that they have trained employees, and the MBA program really takes it a step further from the bachelor's degree. You get a lot of great factual information, but what happens being an MBA graduate, it's the environment of sitting around with other folks in the room that have been experienced in their career, getting the academic things, but really the discussion and the intellectual the activity that comes out of the classroom is really a great benefit and creates spurs some innovation in our community and some great opportunities for our local businesses.
In 2011, we started with this idea of having a Master of Business Administration program. Got approved, got accredited in 2011, actually about 6 to 7 weeks prior to starting class in August of 2011. And a year later, we have experienced a lot. We have presently 22 students in the program right now, and they're going through a lot of different classes. And as I told them last year, I said that you would experience over the next 21 months the most challenging and rewarding experience of your life. And I think right now our students are doing that. Some days are good, some days are not so good. I always tell my students, it's as if you are working a muscle. No one likes to work out, but they do like the results. But when you work out, you work that muscle. It's pain and it's agony, and sometimes it's not good. But after you're done, you feel better. Hopefully you will increase your life years on this earth. And it's equivalent to the MBA program. Some days good, some days not so well. However, at the end of their 21 months, they will have a Master of Business Administration degree from the University of Pikeville, and it will be one that is well-deserved. They will learn everything from business theory, from business models to business strategy, along with managing time management. Because when you go through this program, you're working full-time, and then you go into class full-time, and then guess what? You have a personal life, whether it's with family, kids. They will learn all that during this 21 months, and after they're done, if they can make it through that, they can make it through anything.
Well, for the school, it gives us, it's a visibility that we haven't had. I mean, we've got the medical school is really hitting on all cylinders, and the undergraduate program is growing and flourishing, but there's something in between. There needs to be something more for those people who have finished that baccalaureate degree but aren't going on in medicine. And that's really where this starts filling in that gap. And for the school, this provides that, what we call it is a vertical integration. We look at ourselves as the place to come for a high school senior who's looking to go and get an associate or a baccalaureate degree, but what's beyond that? And so there really needs, and that's really goes back to our mission, providing quality higher educational opportunities for people of the region. The university has grown and evolved as the region has grown and evolved, and this is just another step, and it's a sign that this region is growing and changing, and MBA is an important part of that, and that's what it means to the university.
We don't have a large supply of MBAs. You know, there's a few floating around, but this is really going to be a great influx. You know, with the chamber, we're really interested in entrepreneurism and small businesses and people starting their own businesses. And this is a great opportunity for those people to have an academic training in those facets and to move forward and diversify our economy. That's going to be a big part of it.
I think it adds a dynamic to this region that really hasn't been here before. The MBA creates a critical mass of brings together people talking about about education and about basic things, but they're also networking and getting together, and they will take away from the classes both the content knowledge as well as that interactive knowledge with each other, and that will help the economy of the region, really creates a synergy, and that's what I think is going to happen.
Well, when you're looking at Central Appalachia, it's an area that somehow needs to do things better. Every area in the country needs to do things better. What more is important than having a master's degree? Bachelor's degree teaches you the basic elements of doing things better. We call that productivity. One step higher is something called the graduate school or a master's degree. It takes what you've done in the undergraduate and steps it up a level or two. And in this area of Central Appalachia, we're not going to have coal forever. Let's face it. We're not going to have this energy forever. So what else can we depend upon? We need to learn other things that we can manage and produce and foster from this area. And we will learn that in something called critical thinking. Critical thinking is something that human beings can do, looking at a certain phenomenon and then saying, what's next? Or what if we do this strategy? Then from that strategy, what does that lead to another strategy? Or what does that lead to as far as improving productivity? That is the essence of education. That's the essence of learning to do things better. At the University of Pikeville MBA program, we learn to do that, and we do it with excellence.
They will be gaining and are gaining skills and enhancing their skills by having a deeper business knowledge, and they're learning skills that they will be able to take back to their workplace and provide more profitable, efficient operations in these local businesses that they're employed in. But in addition to that, it will also help others to gain employment.
I think the biggest thing they're going to gain is employees who can think. And they don't come out and they come back with some factual information, but more than anything, they're going to be analytical thinkers, problem solvers, and they're going to be able to solve problems for the businesses of Eastern Kentucky.
If you want to go where you've never gone, you've got to do what you've never done. That's the essence. People want to have great lives, but they're not willing to pay the price. I'll say this, if you want your life to be better, then you have to do things you've never done. If not, sit at home, enjoy your life, and whatever that is. But I guarantee you that if you look at your life and you want to do things better, and you look at your life and saying, 20 years ago, I wanted my master's degree. I want to do something better. But look, I'm in my 40s now, or my 50s now, or my 60s now. And this Smith guy is talking about doing things better in this MBA program. I think I'm going to call Smith and talk to him. Well, do that. I would say do that, and we will walk you through step by step on how to write a paper, how to research, how to think analytically, how to observe others, how to look at phenomenon, whether it's a hospital, energy, or whether it's pharmaceuticals or medical. All those things require management, and we learn that here at the MBA program.
Dr. Smith joined us 2 years ago. He came from the corporate world and brought a nice dimension to our academic offerings. His experience has been great to enhance classroom instruction, and he is the director of the MBA program, so he is basically the first face that they meet in the application process.
Yes, what we're looking for in this particular section, we call the first group that came in, we call that Group A. And the second group we'll call Group B. And we're looking for anywhere from 25 to 30 well-qualified candidates, well-qualified students to come into the program. The requirements are that once they fill out their application, they pay the $50 registration fee. And as a matter of fact, if you're hearing my voice right now, and if you're filling out your application, call me or email me and at dsmith@upike.edu. And I will even waive the $50 application fee if you contact me. Once you do that, if you can, we don't require a GMAT. A lot of educational programs now are not requiring a GMAT because that is one score that is kind of controversial. But now we have something called a writing sample. We have 3 essays actually on the application that we use to kind of gauge the students' processing, their critical thinking attributes and things like that. And we do process their undergraduate, or if they have any graduate hours at all, we look at their transcripts to see their GPA and what classes they've taken. If you can do those three things, and plus we have an informal interview, that interview can be sometimes over the phone, or it can be a meeting with the MBA program director, which is me, Dr. David Smith, or the division chair, Professor Howard Roberts.
Well, we've had a nice group of applicants for this program, and they will be starting here very shortly on their academic journey in graduate school at the University of Pikeville. They will be taking 6 hours of coursework this fall, and the program is a 36-hour program completed in 21 months. So the incoming class, again, very diverse as far as ages, work experience, but that makes a delightful group to have in class.
Classes will start about August 20th, 2012. The applications, you can go to upike.edu under the Mass MBA page, and you can apply there. Apply immediately because classes are starting, and I'd like to be able to meet the candidates first before we even get started.
It's been a great year. We've had a wonderful group of students, excellent start. Everybody's really, I think, has gotten into it. We've kind of run through some kinks and things like that. We're learning as we go, but I can't ask for a better year. The faculty and staff have done a great job. The students are all pushing hard, and they're getting a lot out of it. I think we're excited about the second year in it. We're very excited to see graduates coming in May.
I have met some friends. I know I told them that on the first day that I may not be their best friend during this 21-month process, because some days you will dislike me very, very, very much, and other days I will be okay. Right now I'm at the stage, they're going through probably their hardest time, their hardest classes right now, and during that process we have learned, we've gotten closer. It's amazing how in the greatest challenges you become closer to human beings, because we go through it together, and together we all win. Now I can say that I have met 22 very, very good friends. Even though we're going through challenges, and our professors in the program are very challenging, I can say that I have 22 friends that even after this program I can tell we're going to be in touch. And right now I'm very proud of them. I'm very, very proud of them.